This is kind of why I don't like doing missions, because if I find like a good partner or a good palico, as soon as my mission is over, they're gone. So they don't come back, because it's kind of like you're starting all over again. So eat something. And I'll try to find a palico, another palico. We just kind of happened upon the joggers. I think, as far as I know, you can have multiple you can have a palico, and then like if your palico convinces other people to join, they can join. So you can have multiple things in your party. And there's also things called Grimalkis, and those can join your party too if you finish the special quest for them. So let's go ahead and do another investigation here. Let's hunt. Oh, that's a capture. We can capture that. That's not a problem. Let's do that. So in this one, we're going to actually have to capture it, so we can't kill it. So it's a little bit different, but it's still pretty easy. So in capturing, you actually have to set a trap, and then you have to trank the monster. There's a lot of different ways you can do it. The easiest way for me right now is to use what they call the shock trap, which will electrocute the monster and then put it to sleep. So look down here on my right hand side down at the bottom, I've got the shock trap and then tranquilizer bombs. All I have to do is get it in the trap and then put it to sleep, and then it'll automatically catch it. So now the best way to catch it is you have to weaken it, so we do have to fight it a little bit. Yeah, I kind of knew it was back there anyway. Once it starts limping, that's when you can trap it. You don't want to do it beforehand. Yeah, I know where it's at. Because you're just gonna waste a trap. It's gonna be too strong and it's gonna overthrow the trap or whatever. It won't allow itself to be caught, I guess is what you could say. So he's hiding. He's not up here. He's actually down the lower level. I'd be surprised if he was actually up here walking around. There he is. And this is actually his home hangout. There's also no fall damage in this game too, which is kind of weird because you can die from everything else, but you can't die from falling from heights. Now this guy does poison, so you got to be careful. If you can get his tail off, that'll stop him from shooting out poison. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but this shouldn't take too long, as long as they don't get poisoned. Yeah, see, he'll start spitting out poison, getting all crazy, and back up, back up, back up. There's also poison cups on the ground in this area, so we've actually poisoned him. You're up in the air. Still poison though. Down here. Honestly, if you stay close to him, you won't get poisoned. It's when you're in range that he'll hit you. Now if you can't tell if he's limping or not, The other thing you can do is watch your mini-map. You see the skull and crossbones appear on his head. Usually that's a good symbol that he's ready to be captured too. Oh, he fell over. There we go, we got his tail off. No more poison. It's just really mad. Alright, let me back up a little bit. Okay. Did he go to rest or did he go to run away? He went to run away. Okay. So his resting spot is actually this area right here. I'm gonna get some stuff off of his tail. There he is. Doesn't look like he's limping yet, so I think we're still okay to fight him. Oh, he poisoned me. Well, that sucks. Oh, and he messed me up. Alright, back up. Man, he must have poison he still got poison stuck in him. That's why. I get the poison out of him. Okay, he's got the skull. So wait, stop. Oh god, I don't have time for you, dude. I gotta go back and get this other thing. So you can see the little skull over his head. That means he's ready to be captured. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get our trap out. We're gonna go back to where he's sleeping. Which he's flying. He's actually flying overhead. There he is. He's gonna go up there and sleep. We're gonna go down, throw down a trap, and then trank him. Put down a trap. Now trank him. There we go. Got him. And you can see he's sleeping. He's got the little sleep bubbles coming out of his nose. And we're gonna go back to the actual trade village, trade area, whatever you want to call it. all these crafting things. So from what I know, capturing is a lot better than killing. You get a lot more stuff. But you can't capture until you've played a little through the game. So when you first start, you're not going to be able to do that. You're just going to have to go kill things. But once you get the option to capture, they recommend that you do capturing over just plain killing. Now the creatures in the ancient forest are like easy, like starter creatures, so you could probably kill them a couple times and get all you need. Let's see. Take that one and take that one. I don't think there's anything else I need to do. Okay. So if we go over here, this area, this is the thing we captured, and there he is. And he's sleeping, and he's missing his tail, but there he is. And that will change every time you capture something different and you come back. It'll be whatever you captured most recently. Okay, so before... So, to kind of show you guys around a little bit, this is... This guy's sleeping? This is the researcher area, so these guys will be out in the field sometimes. You can find them, they'll give you little extra quests to do. They can give you like the bonus help where we saw the Jagras helping us and stuff. And then this is your garden, which you get later on after you played a little while. And basically you can grow things that you've like caught or collected. If you've collected enough of those items, then you can set up to grow them here. So if you can't find them or you're having trouble finding them out when you're doing expeditions and stuff like that, this is a way to get them easier. So as you see, I'm doing flash bugs just because I'm too lazy to go out and look for flash bugs. And what the flash bugs do is they give me a certain type of ammo that'll cause the bright light flashes that you saw when we were fighting the Jagras. I was shooting those little glowing balls or whatever. Those create the bright flashes that will stun some monsters. It'll stun them, and then you can do a lot of damage to them. So we're gonna come in here. I'm gonna mess around with my items real quick. And I hoard everything, so that's just me. I know you don't, technically you probably don't have to keep as much stuff as I keep. Okay. I think that's good enough. I also need to craft myself. So this is your crafting menu. You can see these are items you can craft, and as you find stuff, as you can see in the right hand side, it tells you what you need to craft these items. Now the ones with the check marks, you can actually set it to craft automatically. So like you can see up there, as soon as I get flash bugs, it's automatically gonna craft flash pods, and you can set that to whatever. You just gotta be careful because on some of these items, like the first aid, it requires, or wait a minute, let me see, I think it's herbal medicine. It requires antidote and blue mushrooms. So some things you can't set to autocraft, because if it requires like two different things and you have it up here too, it doesn't know, like the game doesn't know what to do, so then it just won't do anything. So you gotta be careful when you do that. I think there's something in here that I've done. Yeah, the honey. So you can see honey's used down here, and it's also used up here and here. So if I set like this and this to do it, the game doesn't know what to do, so it just won't do anything. So you just kind of gotta pick what is more important. So like the potions are important. Obviously, you want to craft those as soon as you get them. Of course, you can only carry 10, so after that, any herbs you collect are just going to be collected. Same with this. Mega potions are really good. You're not going to use potions that much. You will at the very beginning, but after you've run a couple times through expedition modes, you won't need potions anymore, just because they don't do very much for you. So you're going to need to make them to make the mega potions, but then you're just going to want to use mega potions all the time. Same goes with the nutrient stuff and the mega nutrients. That all that does is that boosts your health meter. So it helps if you're out in the field and you're chasing something and like your food stuff wears off. You can do these and that'll boost your health. Same deal with the energy drink, it'll boost your stamina. So I usually make some of that. I'll make the mega nutrients or the nutrients if I can. The antidote, that just combats poison, and both of those do the same thing. So it really doesn't matter which one you do. This one's a lot easier because all you need is the antidote flower and it'll automatically make it. But both of them do the same thing. I'm trying to think of anything else that I've used. Again, the flash pods, I use those all the time when I have them. I haven't used any of the other ones, and of course the shock trap, that's what I was gonna make. That's what I use to catch the monsters, and the tranq bombs is what I'm using to catch monsters right now. Now you can see, if I go over to traps, you can see these are items you can also use: pitfall trap, net trap, to catch monsters, and then you can also like poison food or drugged food instead of using the tranq bombs. You can do that too. Okay, so I think we're done. We're done with our inventory stuff. Let's go. I don't think I can do any upgrading, but let me go check. Oh, Nemo's online. Okay, so let's go check our weapon thing. I don't think I can do anything, but we'll check it anyway. I don't think we went over this earlier. Maybe we did. I don't know. I don't remember. So we're going into... This is all the stuff I currently have. I'm going to go into upgrade. So this is the skill tree that I'm using. This is where I said you can use that girl to buy weapons, because you can see the tree branches off into different things. So if you want to, say for example, you want to build this tree, but then you also want to build this tree, you actually have to go back and buy this again and run it through these trees and then come down. So I can refund this back into that, but if I want to still keep this weapon, I have to go buy another one. So you can either forge it again and do the trees again, or you can just go buy it and then forge it all the way to get this. And I can actually make this, but I don't really want it. And I don't think I can actually do anything right now. This is what I'm using currently, and as far as I know right now it's the highest one. That's just because I don't know what that is. That's a 490. What do I have on here? 490. Okay, so this is the same thing actually. So what I can do is I can actually forge this. So let me go back, find it in my list of stuff here. It's somewhere. There it is. And see, it'll pop up and it'll tell you can refund back and go down, or you can upgrade up. And it looks like we have enough to do this, so I'll go ahead and upgrade that up. I'm not going to equip it, but I have it. So it's exactly the same as what I've got. This one actually does a little bit better damage, so I'm going to leave with what I've got. You can do the same thing with armor. You have to have spheres, which is what you get when you turn in those quests. Those 3 guys at the trade area. When you turn in your quest, they give you these sometimes. And this is how you upgrade your armor. Just upgrade. And that one's maxed. I can't upgrade that one. I don't have enough stuff. Go ahead and upgrade that. And all this does is just helps your defense a little bit better. I thought I did this one already. Maybe not. Go ahead and upgrade that. Now, depending on what you're doing, it also depends on your gear that you have. So you always want to try to pick the right gear for what you're doing. So if I go back, I'll show you guys here, armor. You can see here's all of the armor sets that I can make. Now I haven't made them all, but I can make them if I have the right stuff. And you can see it tells you what you need to make them. If you look over to the right hand side, it tells you the stats. What you're looking at is where it says skills. So if you're going out and you're going to do certain things, make sure that you pick the gear that's going to match the skills. So the Scent Hound, since we're doing investigations, it's really good to have this one because it will track a lot quicker. You can pick up the scent with the little green scout flies. They'll pick it up a lot quicker. The other thing, that's for speed, so let's see, item prolonger, that's good if you're like fighting a whole bunch of different stuff, because these the monsters that you kill will disappear and you can actually lose the items if you're not careful. So if you have this equipped, it'll hold it a little bit longer than usual. Speed, that's just for running after the monsters. Defense boost, obviously that's for defense. There's another item prolonger. Spore Puff Expert, I'm assuming that means how well you can hide, because Spore Puffs, that's what they do, they hide you. There's a guard. So there's a whole bunch of different stuff, and you can switch out, and so that's kind of something you need to look at when you're going in here. Now some of these items you're never going to use, like the attack boost, that's helpful if you're going to go fight, you know, you're going to fight the big things. We don't really need that because stuff we're fighting right now doesn't doesn't really matter. And health boost, that'll, of course, that boosts your health. When you first start, you're going to be able to pick between leather and chainmail, and that's the only two you're going to have. And as you go and you discover new monsters, then it unlocks these other things that you're seeing here. So I started off with the leather, which doesn't have any type of stats, except for the helmet. So it kind of depends on whatever you want to use. If you want to do hunger, if you want to do gathering. I don't think I can make anything. And then of course your Palico is the same thing. His is mostly for defense though. And then his weapons you can pick. I don't have anything to make that spike with. But his stuff doesn't really do anything. It just kind of boosts his defense and his element defense. So you're kind of free to do whatever you want there. The weapon is kind of important, so I think that's it. The bowgun, that's if you have a bowgun, which I'm not using, and same thing with the Kinsex, which I'm also not using, so it kind of doesn't make any sense to work on those because I'm not using them right now. It's pretty easy to get the stuff you need to upgrade though, and it's very easy if you're going through to change weapons. It's pretty easy to forge equipment, especially if you do a lot of expeditions and stuff like I do. You just have like crafting gear just everywhere. Okay, so I guess we'll go check out the new area. Let me eat something. We'll do defense. We've been running through the ancient forest for about an hour now, so let's go to another area. Let's actually go check out the Coral Highlands, because that's new to even me. We're going to do an expedition to that, so Wildspire Waste. It's kind of like a desert area, but this, I don't know what this is, so we're gonna try this. It's not really a story, it's an expedition, so it might have some story elements. If it does, I'm sorry, but this is still like the very beginning of the game, so it's not gonna have any horrible spoilers, I wouldn't think. Especially if it's just an expedition. Okay, new area.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea how to pronounce that, but okay.
Nothing can stop
Oh god, shut up. She is so annoying. Okay, so... Oh, there's nothing there. Just give me a minute to look around. I gotta figure out what we're doing here. Oh, let's return to headquarters. Wow. Okay, so we're like right at the edge of the start. What's this? Okay, guess we're going down here. Well, if he'll get down there. Oh my gosh, get crawl down. Seriously? Okay, so open my map. Nothing. Grimalkis. So we might have to go find them. These are Vespoids. Okay. Yeah, so we haven't. So now you can see I haven't done anything down here, so this is all going to be new. It's going to be new to me too. As far as I know, this isn't underwater. It just looks like it is. Ooh, a snow herb. What does that do? Freeze ammo. Okay, that's new. Let's see what's over here. Since this is an end piece, I just want to see. And then you can see as we discover things, they will pop up on our map. Oh, those are weird. What are those? So this is another thing you can do. You can capture things. And now you're mine. I don't know what you are. I think I caught 2 of them. I don't think I can capture this. I know what this is though. This is a deer. Like little hummingbird things. Okay. There's some footprints. There we go. This is what I need for ammo. I don't know what that is. That looks like a Jagra, but maybe an ice one? What's this? Oh, it's old. Honey. What's this? What is this thing? It's a very odd looking thing. You gonna attack me? Of course you are. Alright, he's not. What's happening here? Well, so much for those guys. Shamos. Okay, so they're new item things. It's a hide. So this is what I mean by the collector thing. See, it disappeared. It's not there anymore. Oh, it brought friends. probably need to have some kind of range weapon out to kill these dudes. They seem to want to jump around a lot. Alright, you guys done? Okay. I'm gonna collect. Probably just get pelts. Oh, scales. Probably pelts, scales, claws, whatever. Whatever you got. Don't disappear.